When you buy an apartment on paper, you don't know who your neighbors will be. And so oftentimes, new homeowners will opt not to uproot their families from their community and schools, but instead will continue to rent where they live and charge rent for the apartment that they own. This also avoids the wild card of moving into a community when you have no idea who your neighbors will be. Hasidic, Sephardic, Dati Leumi, Yeshivish, Haredim, the list is endless. And what language will be primary? Hebrew, French, Yiddish, English? We found two guys who moved to Ramat Bet Shemesh Dalet from Ramat Bet Shemesh Aleph and are making a go of it by identifying rentals and matching up similar-minded families with owners looking for tenants at a more reasonable price than the already established English-speaking communities. This is the beginning of a story of what a little sense of adventure, some positive thinking, and not being afraid to step up to the plate can do not only for one's own family, but also for so many economically displaced families during these challenging times. Jonathan Fontaine and Gershon Baruch explain how this initiative began.
Someone mentioned to me, oh, there's this guy, he wants to start an Anglo shul, and I said, you know, great, I would love if someone tried. And Yoni was like, okay, let's do it, we're going to get those signatures, and, you know, the rest is history. He went around, you know, put a nice big sign on his car that said Anglo Kehila or whatever, and he pulled together the signatures.
I saw like a listing with like 35 diras for rent that you guys connected me to. I just saw one, looks pretty sweet. How'd you do this?
At the beginning, we knocked on doors, we called people again, we emailed people, we called anyone and everyone just till we can find people that are moving in here, people that bought here. Constantly we're in contact with new people, and every day literally people are calling and emailing us, asking us about the community, asking about how can we find apartments, and we're sending out this listing and updating it the whole time, and people are just moving in. It's and the fact that the apartment, the pricing is low.
People are seeing thousands of shekels increases on their rent. They have to move. What are the prices around here?
Generally, there's a rule that used to apply to Ramat Bet Shemesh Aleph, which is 1,000 a room. Now in Israel, the salon, meaning the living room, is considered a room. So if you have a 4-room, that means it's really a 3-bedroom and a salon. So, and it's 1,000 shekel each room. At least they used to be an Aleph. Now it's maybe double that. Over here, it still seems to be applying at the moment.
2-bedroom goes for about 3,000. 3-bedroom goes for 4,000.
If you get a 4-bedroom, so you're paying 5,000 shekel. That's considered a 5-room.
How long is it going to last?
When there's a higher demand and there's less building, the prices go up. But now that they're building more and more, so the prices are starting to even out a little bit. So the beginning of Dalet was a little higher, but they're not stopping to build.
If you could send one message to everybody watching this that are looking for an apartment, that are struggling through this rental crisis and the inflation crisis, what would it be?
We're growing, we're building. So if you want something already built, maybe don't come here. But you want to build with us, this is the place to be. You know, something nice about Dalet is that we're living among the Israelis. I want to say there isn't really a bubble here of Anglos in one, like this is the Anglo building. It's not like that. Everyone lives among everyone else. As Olim, you often don't have a family here. So, you know, we really want to build a family. We also want to be able to have good landing places for other people to have a family as well. Also something that we, I think as a community would like to see, which maybe for the Israelis is not as much of a priority, is to have an overall kehila style. It's not, you know, the men don't go to shul, come home and that's it. It's more like, okay, they're shiurim for men, they're shiurim for women, there's family activities, there's you know, it's a whole, it's a community. It's not just the father goes to shul, comes home and it's over.
You really don't need to go to Aleph. Like they're opening up here, you know, pharmacies, banks, pizza stores, candy stores, nut stores, you know, fruit stores. You know, just look at this. It's just, and there's so many more empty stores. This place is going. To the right here is they're building a bunch of schools. Beit Yaakov Magen Avot is building here. I'm really looking forward to that. You know, it's going to be closer for us. We're going to receive land here to build our shul, and we're hoping to build a beautiful shul that's open to everyone, working guys, also learning guys. That's the goal, to have everyone together. There's no like one type, it's everyone together. We've got a bunch of like, you know, Dati Leumi people that are also joining us, and we're happy to have everyone. At the same time, we want it to be a serious place. The right balance. If possible, to do a Kiddush every Shabbos, because it's so important. Our family is abroad, so our community becomes our family. So we want to have, you know, a Kiddush for the women. Obviously with Mechitza, a good time. It's at Kiddush to meet new people, make new friends.
So there's like 3 more shows?
There's, I think even maybe 10.
There's going to be 10 synagogues right now?
Yeah. It's,
what, right here?
Yeah, right here.
Wow.
Yeah. It's,
wow.
We're Baruch Hashem, we received like 240 meters.
I see it goes all the way back there. there.
All the way back,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you're going to have 10 synagogues
There's
all
about
right here. This
10.
is really the community center.
Yeah, I mean, there's different areas also set up to be for, for shuls. This is just one of them.
About how long will it take to build this?
We're waiting to receive the land here. As soon as they level it out and give it to us, we want to just get building. We just want to get going. It looks like it could take us up to maybe another year to actually get structure up here. As of right now, we only run the early Shabbos minyan. There's more than 150 families here. Like, we just need to get going. We're just going to rent apartments and just start off in an apartment somewhere until we receive this land.
Well, this is amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
Ramat Bet Shemesh Dalet is happening in real time. People are already moving in and avoiding the skyrocketing rents in the English-speaking communities in Israel. Communities consist of individuals. Visions are executed by leaders who step up to the plate. Many struggling families can begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel during what is shaping up to be one of the largest economic crises in generations. And of course, this land, which was conquered during the biblical times of Yehoshua ben Nun, but lay barren and empty, is now emerging in our days, filled with Torah, prayer, and acts of love and kindness as children and students blossom and flower in this holy land once again. Do you have an untold story that needs to be told? Or perhaps you'd like to connect for some other reason? Either way, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at info@tribejournal.org and let us know how we can be helpful.